Right after work, came by to pick up the kids, and my amazing mom picked us up some grub. Back in one of the old rooms where I helped paint some cartoons on the wall a couple decades ago. Still up. I don't know why my parents haven't painted over it, but hey, whatever. It's good memories. Walking around at lunch today, noticed this little girl walking up to the place where we were having lunch, and she's got a little skirt on. I don't know, she's like 10 years old, and she was picking a wedgie. I guess there's no really way to beat around the bush about that one. So yeah, at all times, someone's watching, right? So being a part of the theater community or community theater, you learn little things like if you're on stage, don't scratch your nose, don't pick your nose.
The doctor said I wouldn't have so many nosebleeds if I kept my finger out of there.
Don't pick your wedgie. Don't do anything you wouldn't want someone to see, because at any given time, someone is always watching. And that pretty much translates into real life, and yeah, these are the things that you get caught doing when you think no one is looking. I'm pretty sure all of us have had a time where we were walking around with a big old piece of lettuce in our teeth, or with a booger hanging out of our nose. Or embarrassing, right? So we were driving down the street with a bunch of friends going to get lunch, and walked by this young lady who was wearing a skirt, and it wasn't even like the shortest skirt you've ever seen, but it ended up being that way because it was tucked into her underwear. And we tried to get her attention as we drove by.
Andy, that's too far.
Pretty heavily trafficked area, and just couldn't. Hopefully she figured it out. It's a little drafty, right? And took care of business. Even, I would say, as friends, right, you would expect a friend of yours to tell you when you got something in your teeth.
What the? How long has that been there?
Or in the worst case scenario, right, your skirt is tucked into your underwear. So bad. We should be able to depend on friends. And to what extent would you expect a total stranger to say something about something that's gone awry? For us guys, right, it's you're walking around with your fly down.
Excuse me. Your balls are showing.
So, at what point do you intervene and say, hey, excuse me, sir, or excuse me, miss, you've got something there in your teeth.
What the? How long has that been there?
You shouldn't be shy to say something, right? Because I think the complication, right, is that, especially when you're talking about with the fly down, is like, what are you looking down there for?
My eyes are up here.
Something in someone's teeth, right, that's a little less, right? But for me personally, I would rather have somebody tell me that something's in my teeth, or that I need to X, Y, Z, than walk around with that problem. So yeah, when is it appropriate to do so? And have you been in either situation where you're like, oh my gosh, that guy's got his fly down, or oh my gosh, that chick has toilet paper by her ankle, right? It can happen to any of us.
What the?
And I think common courtesy would say to say something. Get out of your comfort zone and help a brother or sister out. Easy as that. Then you've done your good deed for the day.